The first thing I want to say is what a special moment it was as a coach for the 7 student athletes that we honored, and then our manager as well. You can feel how much they care, not only for Niagara and the basketball program, but for each other. It was emotional. It was a powerful moment, and it was really great to celebrate and honor them for what they've done with our basketball program in the classroom, and continue to build on our foundation for our basketball program. So I want to congratulate all of them, thank all of our fans and supporters, students, everybody that came out. There was a lot that came out before the game and during the game. Just a tremendous atmosphere here at the Gallagher Center, and really proud of how we were able to finish our last game here at the Gallagher Center. And the connection on both ends of the floor was felt throughout the entire game, and just really proud of them, and that's what I shared with them in the locker room.
Okay, Greg, you talk about building a program today with families in the stands, and then a couple future recruits were here, and just the atmosphere and everybody that turned up. I mean, that has to be a little bit of a moment of pride for you, right, in terms of what you're trying to build here.
We're continuing to try to set our foundation for not only now, but the future. In this class, guys that have been here for 3 years, 2 years, 1 year, they're setting the foundation for us. And it's going to start with relationships. It's going to start with having a pride in representing Niagara University and being a part of something bigger than ourselves with the basketball program. And it's important to have everybody together. It's important to continue to work at that, to continue to build it. And it's something that we got more work to be done, but certainly great to have everybody together, especially last year when no fans could be here, and I didn't get a chance to see families, and I didn't get a chance to, the first time I met Jordan, Jordan came in for the first meeting, and I introduced myself and I said, "Hey, I'm Greg Paulus, welcome to Niagara." And Jordan's first question, I don't know if you remember, it was right above here, he goes, "Coach, where's the gym?" And so the trust that our guys have developed and built in a very challenging couple years it's rewarding to see them continue to grow individually throughout that process.
Your last 3 home games are the big win over Iona, and then you beat Siena huge on Thursday, and then you come in here and did this to Marist today. Can you explain the what is working so well here right now?
Well, I think for us, the credit needs to go to the coaching staff and assistant coaches that have done an excellent job in preparation, but our guys deserve the credit. I mean, the effort, the attention to detail, the urgency and execution. They deserve a lot of credit for making a lot of plays, and it's something that it's March. This is this time of year, and we met about that when we came off a 5-game road trip, and we said, "Hey, it's March 1st. This is the best time of year," and they've certainly responded and done an amazing job.
Marcus, you played your whole career here. You've played a lot of games at this building. I'm trying to think of one that had a little more energy than that, and I'm not sure if I can. Do you kind of agree there? Was this a pretty special night?
Yes, it was for all of us, and I really appreciate everybody that came out, my family, friends, people like my friends that's my age, trooped it all the way here, and that was really special to me, because normally the adults are only going to come that far, 6 or 7 hours away, but everybody, family came out, and it just meant a lot.
How many people did you have here? Do you know?
I'm not sure. It was a lot of us.
You came out too with 8 points in that 9-0 run early after Marist made a run. Was that you weren't going to let this one get away from you maybe a little bit?
That was my teammate. They set the tone early. We got off to a great start, and I just had to get on board. We got off to a great start.
Noah, was it a career high 27 today? Obviously, I keep asking about the energy, but how much easier is the game when you can kind of feed off that?
It gets real easy. Like I said, shout out to our fans. They get to yelling, and it seems like I have a lot more energy, and I'm ready to play after that. So.
Yeah. Jordan, same with you. I mean, you're an energy guy. You kind of bring that to the team when it's rocking like it was today. How exciting is that?
I'm one to make those plays regardless, but when the fans are cheering for us, it makes it that much greater. It adds that much value to our team going into timeouts, things like that. So I'm just happy that they bought into us and they showed a lot of good things this season for us.
Yeah, Marcus, you got a little emotional in the pregame stuff. Understandably, you've spent a lot of time here. Have you thought about this potentially being, your last home game? Have you sat back to kind of think about that a little?
No, that wouldn't be right. To my teammates, my coaches, we trying to do something big here. So I feel like that would be selfish for me to put that all on me. But it was just a special moment because I was just watching Justin, JC, Greg, Craddy, Steve. They all went in front of me, Sandon. Those are my brothers, and we've been through a lot. So it was just really emotional watching, them go before me.
Greg, how rare is that to have a group of seniors this big and a lot of guys who played this many years together? I mean, you've been in college basketball a long time. That's not something that is normal, under usual circumstances.
Yeah, to have 7 that we honored, and those were the 7 that either graduated in the past year or 6 months, and then also those that will graduate moving forward. JC will graduate here in the springtime. Marcus will graduate in the spring. Other guys, Nicholas and Shannon, will graduate in the spring. Steve graduated over the summertime. So for us, and Greg graduated last year as well. So to be able to share that moment and for us to feel it, but also to give it to one another. That was something that we talked a lot about, was doing it for each other, and I thought that that's what our guys did, and that's been built over the course of time, and something that just doesn't happen. And it's a credit to our guys for not only making that happen, but sharing that as well.
Do you catch the end of the Fairfield game? Did you?
I just heard that St. Peter's won. Is that?
Yeah. So you guys
I didn't know if it.
Yeah, you guys are the 5 seed. Mm-hmm. I mean, that looked kind of unlikely coming out of the road trip, but you got 2 big wins, and now you get a first round bye. How do you carry this momentum into the tournament? Yeah,
I think it starts with kind of resetting. This time of year it's 0-0. Everybody's 0-0. We'll have a couple of days to prepare before we can head down and give ourselves a chance to rest a little bit. And for us, when you're 0-0, you're starting over, and so we want to play with great urgency, but we also want to be able to continue to execute and be disciplined. And we certainly responded well the last couple games, and we're going to start with preparation whenever that may be over the next day or two. So hopefully we can have a great couple days in preparation to give ourselves the best chance.
All right. Any of the players, I'm just curious, you come off that road trip, you lost 4 or 5, and a couple of them were not great losses, and then you come home and turn things right around. Can you just kind of explain, what went into, maybe what the practices were like what went into that turnaround?
I think the idea of March just came into play, and how big it is to be the best team playing in March. We knew that time was dwindling down for regular season, and we just wanted to end on a high note. March hit, and we it's kind of like a deer in the headlights. But we embraced it, and we're here today. So.
Yeah, you guys have wins over a couple of the top teams in the conference, and have played every team tight. I mean, how confident are you guys in your ability to go on a run in Atlantic City?
Extremely confident. I think we have a really good team, and when we're all dialed in and playing well, I think we're a hard team to beat. So hopefully we keep that momentum going to next week in Atlantic City.
I think it's important. We talk about it every day around here. Just control what we can control. There's a lot of teams that are we want to continue practicing. We want to continue to be around each other with this team and this group. And for us trying to just control what we can control. You talked about the scenarios of what if this, what if that. We didn't even talk about that. It was just how can we get back to playing Niagara basketball and controlling our energy, our effort, our responses, and hopefully we can continue to do that moving forward.